Today, President Biden is in Los Angeles for the Summit of the Americas. That's a gathering of all the leaders of all the countries in the Western Hemisphere. And he's including meetings with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, President Bolsonaro of Brazil. The president is tackling a number of issues. The American president, our president, joining us now to help break this down. ABC News Chief White House Correspondent Cecilia Vega. So, Cecilia, a lot of people don't know about this summit. How big a deal is it? What's the president, our president, trying to accomplish?
Well, Terry, they actually have a really long list of items on the agenda and some really important ones. So much of this is about trying to help rebuild some of the economies of these in this region, Latin America, the Western Hemisphere, that we've been talking about. The White House made this big announcement about investing in healthcare workers, teaming up with the private sector to train some 500,000 healthcare workers that will work in the region. You mentioned they're talking about COVID, of course, the pandemic recovery and all those things. But when you are talking about this region, you, of course, are talking about migration and the folks who are heading north, coming from so many of those countries, trying to stem that flow of people heading north. The big picture the White House is really trying to do right now, though, from a big picture perspective, is repair these relations from the last administration, from what they say was leftover, damaged relations in the wake of the Trump administration. They're really trying to show some muscle here and flex in the face of China, which is making inroads in the region. But really, Terry, you said it. 1994 was the last time that this conference has been held. The White House, this administration, the host this time around, a lot on the agenda here.
Talk about repairing relationships, Cecilia. A lot of notable snubs from key leaders, particularly Mexico. What do you think this reveals about Biden's struggle here to unite these leaders?
Yeah, it's a really big deal, Kira, and frankly, it's really overshadowed. The drama over the invite list has overshadowed so much of what they're actually talking about substantively inside the conference hall. The reason, let me go back to the beginning, is the reason there were these snubs is because the United States, the host of this summit, did not invite Venezuela, Cuba, and Nicaragua. They've got issues, obviously, with the governments in those countries, saying that they're anti-democratic. So a number of world leaders in this region took issue with that. Mexico notably boycotting this summit, but not just Mexico. Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, their leaders also not here. And the reason that is particularly important is because those three countries are where the most folks are coming when they are migrating north. So if the big question I think a lot of folks have looking at this summit, if Mexico and these three countries, the Triangle countries, are not invited, are not actually in attendance, what can you actually get done when it comes to migration? White House says they still will have a lot to talk about. These countries sent lower level aids. The White House says they've got the participation to sign on to an agreement when it comes to migration. But I still think you've got a big issue, and you got a lot of drama when those countries are not here, guys.
It really does show how far away a solution is, an international solution in this case. Cecilia, thanks very much. As always, we'll see you there.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.